Summer is spending time in the great outdoors, enjoying nature. And while it is beautiful, it can also be dangerous, especially if you travel to a place with bears. The National Park Service says bear attacks are rare, but they can and do happen, even to the most expert among us, like Todd Orr. Todd has spent his entire life camping, hiking, and hunting in Montana. He even works for the U.S. Forest Service. But there is one day he spent in the woods that Todd will never forget. Watch.
It was a Saturday morning, and I had the day off of work. I was going to go scout for some elk before hunting season. Got there before daylight, hiked about an hour, and every 20, 30 seconds I'd kind of yell, "Hey bear," coming up the trail, just so I wouldn't run into a bear in the dark. And about 3 miles up, I stepped out into a little opening, and I see a sow grizzly and 2 cubs. She immediately turns and runs over the ridge and just disappears into the trees. And I thought, this is a good bear. She doesn't like people.
After about a minute, Orr decided to keep going. Then he heard a noise.
I turned and looked over my left shoulder, and she had dropped her cubs and circled all the way around and came in behind me off the ridge.
Orr pulled out his bear spray, but the bear was too fast.
She comes right through the cloud, and there she is on top of me. She bit me 4 or 5 times on my right arm, and then she started making this wheezing, coughing sound. And she took off and just disappeared. Just had a grizzly with 2 cubs come at me from about 80 yards.
Once he felt safe, he got up, assessed his wounds, and started heading back down the trail for help.
Internal organs are good, eyes are good. I just walked out 3 miles, and I gotta go to the hospital. So be safe out there. Yeah, I'm thinking I just survived a grizzly attack. I'm so lucky.
Or so he thought. As he got to the bottom of the ridge, he crossed paths with the bear and her cubs once more.
This just happened so quick. I just turned, she knocked me down, and I protected everything that I thought was the most vital. Over the next 2 minutes, she's chewing on me, bit me probably 25 times in this arm, and it was just a flash. And in my mind, I kept just telling myself, it's like, don't move, she's gonna leave. Don't move, don't breathe, she's gonna leave.
Orr says he blocked out the pain as he waited for her to stop.
I didn't have any wounds in my legs, so I was able to hike out of there.
Miraculously, Orr got himself to the hospital, where 2 doctors took 7 hours to stitch his wounds, followed by surgery the next day and months of rehab.
99.9% of the time, you don't have an issue. The bears don't want to attack people. They don't want to eat people. They're only a problem when you're a threat to them.
Orr says he doesn't want to scare anyone out of the woods, but he wants people to be safe and prepared.
Number 1 is paying attention out in the woods. Take your headphones off. Don't watch your feet when you're hiking. Look around and enjoy the view and look for animals. You never know when you're going to run into something. Make some noise, let them know what you are, and usually that's enough. They're going to leave the area. Make sure you have your bear spray. Make sure it's not expired, and practice using it.
Orr follows those recommendations every day when he heads into the Montana backcountry.
Spend my life out there. I was pretty lucky, and it finally caught up to me, but I survived, and I'm going to continue.
Unbelievable, right? It took Todd just 2 months before he was back hiking in the same area where he was attacked. He reminds us all that if you encounter a bear, remember, try to remain calm. Talk to the bear calmly. Walk away slowly, but do not run, as it may cause an attack. And always try to travel in groups. The bear spray is good as well. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.